Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I'm your host, FD for Sage5.tv, and today we want to bring you another DYO or risk evaluation, and we are looking at Berachain, a newly launched Layer-1 specifically for DeFi, and we want to see if Berachain is a decent project to invest in. I mean, if you follow the hype, you'll probably think so, but when you're investing your own money, hard-earned cash, do not just follow hype. You got to do your own research because you don't know what the other people's motives are. But before we jump into this evaluation, guys, please note that I am not a financial advisor. If you do require financial advice, please approach someone who's trying to give you financial advice. The information contained in this video is just for educational as well as entertainment purposes. And this content is also not targeted at UK audiences for the sole reason that the UK authorities do deem anything crypto related to be extremely risky, and they are trying to protect you just in case you end up losing your funds. That said, guys, let's jump back to Berachain and establish whether Berachain is a decent project to invest in. And towards the end of the video, we'll then apply our 13 elements in decentralization, security, scaling, interoperability, the project team, social media presence via X, formerly Twitter, as well as via Discord. We'll then look into the use cases as well as the tokenomics. So what is Berachain? Berachain is an innovative layer 1 blockchain platform that integrates decentralized finance or DeFi functionalities with a unique consensus mechanism known as Proof of Liquidity or POL. This design aims to enhance liquidity within its ecosystem while maintaining robust security and decentralization. Let's look at some of the mechanics for Berachain. At its core, Berachain's architecture is the Proof of Liquidity or POL consensus mechanism. Unlike traditional proof of stake consensus systems, POL emphasizes the importance of liquidity in securing the network. Participants, including validators and liquidity providers, are incentivized to contribute assets to the ecosystem, thereby bolstering both security and liquidity. Validators take the native token, which is BERA, to propose and validate new blocks. Upon successfully adding a block, validators are rewarded with the governance token, which is the BGT token, which can be further distributed to liquidity providers, fostering a collaborative environment among all participants. Let's look at some of the key features for Berachain. So you got the tri-token system. Berachain operates a unique tri-token model comprising the Berachain, which is the native gas token, also used for transaction fees and staking by the validators. We then have the BGT token, which is a non-transferable governance token, and through network participation, allowing holders to influence protocol decisions. And then the third one, you got Honey, a fully collateralized stablecoin pegged to the US dollar, utilized within the ecosystem for stable transaction. And the next key feature is Berachain's EVM compatibility. Berachain is compatible with the Ethereum virtual machine or EVM, enabling seamless deployment of Ethereum-based smart contracts, thereby facilitating interoperability with existing decentralized applications or dApps. The next feature is the BeaconKit integration. The Berachain platform employs BeaconKit, a modular and customizable consensus layer, enhancing flexibility and performance for developers building on Berachain. Moving on, let's look at the value proposition being offered by Berachain. First off, we've got the decentralized governance, through which the non-transferable governance tokens are issued, and this means only participants with a genuine stake within the network's success have decision-making power, thereby reducing the risk of governance manipulation by large token holders or external actors. The next value proposition is around security. By tying the network's security to the staking of the native token, which is BERA, as well as the liquidity ecosystem, Berachain reduces the risk of malicious behavior and promotes economic stability by linking security to tangible network assets. Third value proposition is around Berachain's consensus mechanism, which is Proof of Liquidity or POL, which turns liquidity into an integral part of securing the network. And by using the modular BeaconKit framework, Berachain can scale by optimizing performance as transaction volumes grow, which make it future-proof, allowing the network to handle growth without encountering bottlenecks. Next, the Honey token, which is stablecoin. Berachain is fully collateralized stablecoin, serves as the backbone for transactions within the network, which enhances the network's usability by minimizing volatility during transactions, lending, and borrowing. And by combining DeFi protocols under one ecosystem, Berachain promotes greater user retention, reduces transaction costs, and fosters network effects. Berachain's simplified integration, fast transactions, and accessible governance make it a highly attractive platform for innovators and user engagement. And Berachain is also compatible with the Ethereum virtual machine, meaning it lowers barriers for entry for developers to easily deploy deploy or migrate existing Ethereum-based smart contracts on Berachain without modification. Now, as part of our DYOR risk evaluation, we are going to briefly look at some of the elements we just highlighted at the top of the video, and we start with decentralization. Berachain is committed to decentralization, leveraging its proof of liquidity consensus to distribute decision-making power among a broad set of participants. The non-transferable nature of the BGT governance token ensures that only those active contributors who hold the BGT token can influence the governance process, preventing centralization of power and promoting a fair and decentralized ecosystem. However, the initial number of validators is listed as just 40. I know there are other networks with less than 40, but we are not arguing about that. We are talking of Berachain in this case, and I don't think that is that many if you take into account the hype that preceded Berachain before it actually launched. Moving on to security. Berachain security is achieved through the staking of the BERA tokens by validators, which serves as collateral to determine malicious activities. The poll mechanism further enhances security by tying it to the liquidity within the network, thereby ensuring that validators have a vested interest in maintaining the network's integrity. Additionally, the use of the Comet BFT consensus provides Byzantine fault tolerance, adding an extra layer of security against potential threats. Moving on to interoperability. Berachain's EVM compatibility allows for interoperability with Ethereum-based dApps, facilitating the migration and integration of applications from the Ethereum ecosystem. This compatibility broadens the scope for developers and users, promoting a more interconnected blockchain environment. And then we have scalability, where the platform's architecture, built on the modular Beacon Kit framework, is designed to support scalability. This design allows for efficient handling of increased transaction volumes and the deployment of complex dApps without compromising performance, positioning Berachain to accommodate future growth. Social media presence via X, formerly Twitter. Berachain boasts just over 931,100 followers, and on Discord, just over 452,200 members. The project team, according to LinkedIn, there are between 51 to 200 team members. Quite a lot, but our range for anything above 40 give a certain number of fixed points. Okay, I think it's the maximum score. So 51 is okay, even if it's 101 or 199. The scoring part will just give the same score. Now on to some use cases for Berachain, ticker symbol BERA, and here we are only going to be focusing on the utility token, which is BERA, because the governance token is that BGT token. So Berachain's ecosystem supports a variety of DeFi applications, including decentralized exchanges, lending platforms, and stablecoin transactions. The BERA token is used for transaction fees and staking, while the BGT token enables participation in governance decisions, and the Honey token facilitates stable transactions within the network. The tri-token system ensures a balanced distribution of utility and governance across the platform. So you can see there is a good synergy between the three tokens in the utility token, which is BERA, the Honey token, which is the stable coin, as well as the BGT, which is the governance token. Moving on to the tokenomics, ticker symbol BERA, BERA, and this is just the utility token. The initial total supply of the BERA token is 500 million tokens, but there is no hard cap, with an annual inflation rate of approximately 10%, subject to governance decisions. So again, downline, the holders of the BGT token can actually decide whether they want to keep the inflation rate for the BERA token at 10%, or they want to increase it or lower it. It's up to them. Initial circulating supply, 107.48 million. The distribution of the BERA token is as follows, and the others you can't allocate it, and they are minted through staking and actual minting. You can mint the BGT token, for example, by swapping your USDC, for example. So initial circulating supply, like I said, 107.48 million. Distribution is as follows. You got investors at 34.3%, ecosystem and R&D at 20%, initial core contributors 16.8%, airdrops 15.8%, and future community incentives 13.1%. This allocation aims to incentivize the development, reward contributors, and promote widespread adoption. Now, certain things we need to know that about Berachain, for example, its competitors. Berachain operates in a competitive landscape alongside other layer 1s and layer 1 blockchains such as Ethereum, Solana, and Avalanche. Its unique proof of liquidity consensus mechanism and tri-token model distinguishes it from these platforms, offering a novel approach to liquidity and governance that may provide competitive advantages within the DeFi space. What about the future prospects for BERA? Well, with its mainnet launching today at the day of recording, which is 6th of February 2025, Berachain is poised to make a significant impact within the blockchain industry. The BERA token itself has already reached an all-time high of about $15 on launch. But as is normal with new launches, we expect the price of the BERA token to come down significantly while those who received airdrops take profits, and the price can then organically establish a base or it starts going up again. The platform's innovative consensus mechanism, robust tokenomics, and commitment to decentralization position Berachain for a great future and future growth as well. As the ecosystem expands and more dApps are developed, Berachain has the potential to become a prominent player within the DeFi landscape. Now, moving on to the scoring part, where we are going to be allocating scores from 0 to 10 across the 13 elements in decentralization, security, scaling, interoperability, the project team, age of the project use cases, as well as the tokenomics, which is TGE tokens, maximum tokens available, tokens circulating at the time of recording, as well as token distribution, which accounts for insider token allocation. So we start with decentralization first. It's 5 points out of 10. On security, 5 points out of 10. On scaling, 7.5 points out of 10. Interoperability, 7.5 points out of 10. The project team, 10 points out of 10. Social media presence via X, formerly Twitter, 7.5 points out of 10. Via Discord, 7.5 points out of 10. The age of the project, 2.5 points out of 10. Use cases, 10 points out of 10, because I think they've got use cases in bucket loads. We're talking of lending, borrowing, and so many others. So there is a lot of use cases within the Berachain ecosystem. Tokens issued at project launch, 5 points out of 10. Tokens in circulation at the time of recording, 5 points out of 10. Maximum tokens available, it's 0 points because there's no hard cap, and the 10% inflation, I think that's highly inflationary. Insider token allocation amounts to approximately 50+%, so I think it's extremely risky. Therefore, we are going to give Berachain 0 points out of 10. So guys, those are the scores they've allocated to Berachain, a newly launched Layer 1. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comment section your thoughts. The aggregate score for Berachain comes up to 72.5 points out of 130, which puts Berachain within the could go to 0 category. I mean, for a newly launched Layer 1, I think it could go to 0 category with a score of 72.5 points out of 130. That's a decent start, and Berachain, I think it's got a great future. Currently, I do not hold the Berachain and I did not participate in any of the airdrops, initiatives, or the earlier investment. Is it something I'll be interested in investing in? Currently, not sure, but we'll see, because I think it's quite limited because it's only focusing on DeFi. If it was like your Solana or similar to what Solana is, a Layer 1 that accommodates all sorts of narratives, then you could say maybe there is plenty of traction. As it is at the moment, and at the current prices, now the price has come down from $15 all-time high to around $9. I think it's still extremely expensive, and you got to let the price come down to establish its own base as well. So I currently do not hold the BERA tokens. Do I intend to hold any? Probably in the next bear market, not in this bull, because it probably is the wrong time to be buying these tokens. Anyway guys, those are my thoughts on Berachain. Until the next one, this is FD for Sage5.tv signing out for now. Bye.